This here is going to be a review video of the Raging Heroes miniature Varaseesh. It's from the Toughest Girls in the Galaxy line, and we just finished painting it up. So I picked this mini up a couple of years back, and I was a little disappointed in it, not because of the quality of the miniature. As you can see, it looks really, really nice, especially now that it's painted up, but just of the size of it, it was considerably smaller than I had expected. It came on a small base, and I rebased it to 32 millimeters, which is what you see here. But I had wanted to use it as a Herald of Slaanesh, and while it still functions as a Herald of Slaanesh, it's perfectly fine. Compared to some of the other Demon Heralds, it's definitely considerably smaller. So this is it next to the Poxbringer, which is the Herald of Nurgle. And as you can see, they're both on the 32 millimeter base, but one completely dwarfs the other. Like I said, the size really surprised me when it arrived. I really expected it to be a little bit bigger than that. If we move from Nurgle to Khorne, as you can see, the base gets bigger, and the miniature is still considerably smaller, especially when you consider that the Herald of Khorne is bent over. So as far as a Herald goes, which is sort of your larger than infantry demon, it's definitely small. Compared to the demonettes, it's actually pretty small too. This is it compared to just your standard demonette. Now, I haven't painted this recently. It's just an old one I had in my collection because I don't tend to run Slaanesh. But as you can see, as far as size goes, they're pretty close to the same size, even the ones on the smaller base. If you compare it to the rest of the Raging Heroes line, the Mantis Warriors, you'll see that it's only slightly bigger than that. And I've based that on the smaller base as well to match the rest of the Demonettes. So as you can see, it's not a super large miniature by any means. It is a very, very nice miniature. I'll show you the one other Herald I have built for Slaanesh, even though it's on a larger base than this. This is the Varaseesh compared to the Infernal Enrapturess from Games Workshop. And as you can see, once again, just considerably smaller than the other model. But aside from the size, the model itself is phenomenal. The snakes are excellently detailed. The rest of the cast is really, really nice. And you know, the size is the only detractor from it. I do really like this model. I enjoyed painting it. It was just a little bit disappointing with the size. So if you are planning on ordering one, just keep in mind that this is going to be a little bit smaller than you may be planning on. Just to give you an idea of what the back of it looks like, once again, just lots of snakes, lots of detail, lots of rippling on the snake bodies, which makes them really easy to dry brush, so you can get a lot of detail out of them. Painting it is great. A little bit tricky to get inside the legs, between the leg and the cloak, but that's the way any model with a cloak is. So in the end, I do really like this miniature. I would recommend it. I do like the line. Just keep in mind that if you're planning on putting it on the tabletop, it will be a little bit smaller than you're hoping. But aside from that, I did enjoy painting it. It looks great, and I'm glad to have it done. And we'll see you on our next video. If you found any of this helpful, if you found it useful, just smash like or leave a comment, or, you know, subscribe to the channel if you want. I'll leave a list of the colors we used for the painting in the description down below if you do want to paint one similar to this. And aside from that, we will see you at our next video.